So obviously, when I started looking at domain-driven design, I bought the book, I think, in 2006. So Eric Evans' Blue Book. I read the first two-thirds, as everybody does. I learned all about entities, aggregates, value types, all the rest of it, and then got to the end bit, and I thought, oh, that's not really that interesting, and put it down. And then I read it a couple of years later, and I'd been told that I'd actually read it incorrectly. I should have started on the last third, read that, and then gone from the start all the way through. So you read the strategic stuff first, then you read the tactical, back onto strategic. It's one of those books where every time you read it, there's more and more meaning comes out of it. So as your experience grows, you start to understand some of the things that Eric Evans was trying to say. It's a very wordy book. It's a very dense book in terms of ideas and things that he's trying to get across. So you never get it first time anyway. So what I've tended to do with, obviously, being split into two parts, strategic and tactical, I've concentrated on the strategic side. I don't really look at the tactical side, particularly from a functional programming perspective, because things like aggregates don't really make that much sense. You know, it's still partly true, but it's less important. But for me, the most important part is the strategic side. So thinking about your bounded context, thinking about how your bounded contexts connect together, so the context map, and also the vocabulary side, so the ubiquitous language. So that side is the more important side to me. As the systems gets bigger, it's more important to get that correct than it is further down the line. It's almost as though the programming language that you use doesn't really matter. It's more important to get how you split the application up correct first, and then pretty much any modern programming language will work for most of the